this story we can add a little levity to because we can use Dinesh D'Souza kind of as a punching bag for this. Now, there's a bit of a swerve in this story, so bear with me. The headline reads Dinesh D'Souza apologizes for false claims in election conspiracy theory film 2000 Mules. 2000 Mules. 2000 Miles is a whole other thing. Dinesh D'Souza, creator of the 2022 film 2000 Mules, has issued an apology to Mark Andrews, a Georgia man falsely depicted in the film as engaging in ballot fraud during the 2020 election. The film, which alleges widespread voter fraud, which there was none, included surveillance footage of Andrews legally dropping ballots for himself and his family. Despite this, film portrays him as fraudulent, basically stuffing ballots into a box that were not his or that were going to steal the election. Air quotes, steal the election. In his apology, D'Souza acknowledges that inaccurate information was provided regarding the surveillance videos used in the film, leading to a false impression of Andrews' lawful activities. He stated, quote, I apologize to Mr. Andrews. I make this apology not under the terms of a settlement agreement or under duress, but because it's the right thing to do given what we have learned now. Prior to D'Souza's apology, Salem Media Group, the film's publisher, settled a defamation lawsuit against Andrews, which is why the apology is coming. As part of the settlement, Salem issued an apology and removed 20,000 Mules from its platforms, stating it had, quote, relied on representation made by us by Dinesh D'Souza and True to the Vote. Basically, D'Souza lied to them. They got caught. They had to pay the money up. And so now they're throwing D'Souza on the bus, which means now his apology is there because his movie's not out there. The movie has been widely debunked by law enforcement officials and media outlets for essentially just being fraud in itself. Despite that, the film gained traction among supporters of the false narrative that the 2022 election was stolen because people want to believe. They want to believe. They're given something to believe in. It's a total farce and a total lie and a piece of crap and just all sorts of just the other words I'm not going to say because I don't want to get an E rating this early in the morning, but because people want to believe and people like D'Souza can make money on people who want to believe. Gullible people. It is there. Please, and you're doing your own research, make sure you're actually doing more research and not just going down rabbit holes which are being fed to you by an algorithm which thinks you like crazy stuff because it sees it that you like that stuff, even though the stuff, when you sit and think about it or actually go into it or do fact checking or ask people or end up being sued for it, you find out it's all false.